Welcome, friends, family. Super excited to be here with you today at our Elevate studio. And I just want to remind everyone that Elevate is a faith-led coaching and mentorship program with an emphasis on leadership. So we're on a mission here, and our mission is to find, recruit, build, and develop leaders. We do feel like that's what the world's missing today, and we know that some of the best ways to do that is through coaching and mentorship. Today, folks, I want to talk to you about the life-changing. This word that we're about to say right here is a very, very heavy word. This word can change the direction of your life forever. And it's a very simple word. It's called belief. See, belief has in it the seed of greatness or the seed of death. What I believe is that whatever you believe is right. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So I want to just kind of start with a story for me. I'm thinking back many years ago. I was probably in my mid-20s. We were in Sparta, Tennessee, my hometown, in a tennis match. And in this tennis match, I'm competing against a guy that's, to be honest, a little more athletic than me, a little younger, a little taller. And in the beginning of the match, we were both very competitive. We had some really good rallies going back and forth in the tennis match. But as we went on, he began to get the lead. Not a big lead, but a slight lead. And I did something that I'm just not very proud of at this time. I began to basically silently quit. I didn't move as fast. I didn't go after balls. And to the point where the young man looks across the net and he says, "You don't have to give up. You can keep trying." Oh man, that was so embarrassing. It was so disheartening to hear my opponent tell me that. But you guys got to understand, my background, I can't blame my background for where I'm at today, but I can say my background had taught me to give up a little too easy. I hadn't been taught to persevere or fight through. Was told a lot of days, "You're stupid, you're dumb, you're never going to amount to anything." And I began to hear those lies. And so that was happening to me in those matches. If I got a little behind, I started to believe the lie. I started to naturally go on defeat mode. This was a default mode that was programmed into me at a young age. And it came out that day, and it was so embarrassing, so disheartening. I knew it looked weak, but I just didn't fight against it. Instead of persevering, instead of digging in, instead of fighting back, instead of giving it my best, hey, I might have still got beat, but at least I could have looked back and said I didn't quit. You know, how about you? Maybe you've had an experience like that in your life. Maybe you're going through an experience like that in your life. Maybe you know somebody who is. Maybe it's a coworker, a team member. Maybe it's one of your children that's just having a hard time right now believing in themselves, believing in their talent and their abilities. And so, you know, I want to say this. There's some really simple techniques that you can use today. You can start this today to help up-level your belief. And I think we all need to. And it starts with something very simple. 1, set small goals. Not big goals, not multiple goals, not year-long goals, not huge stretch goals. Now, some of yous need that. Like my wife, Lindsay, she's built to the place now where she needs stretch goals. When you're first starting, you need to set small goals. Goals that you can accomplish. And by setting that small goal and setting out to accomplish it, at the end of the week, you look back, you say, okay, I wanted to get 10,000 steps in 5 out of 7 days. And you look back at the end of the week and you did that. You controlled it. Maybe it rained one day, so you didn't go out, but you gave yourself 5 out of 7 days. And you did it when you could. You got it in. And at the end of the week, you're going to look back and you're going to say, "Man, I did it. Great job. Man, I feel good." And then from there, another little step. Before you know it, you're well on your way. And I think number two, one of the most important things you can do is get you a good accountability partner. Somebody who really cares about you. Somebody who believes in you. Somebody who may lend you a little confidence or lend you a little faith on your new journey. And somebody who will encourage you in the beginning. See, You think about this. When you first start riding a bicycle, did you just jump right on that bicycle and take off? I mean, heck, it had two wheels. It was straight up and down. You were going to fall. And that's part of it. But do you remember those training wheels that you put on that kind of got you in the natural motion, and before long you're pedaling? Or maybe the parent that ran beside you and they kind of got right there next to you and they helped you in the beginning, and then all of a sudden they took their hands off and you're like, ah, and they come pick you up and you get at it again, right? And before long they could take their hands off and wave at you because you're off and running. Folks, a good accountability partner will get you from where you are to where you want to be. Somebody that believes in you, somebody that wants to see you do well, somebody that wants to encourage you, and at times will challenge you. Sometimes we get a little stuck in life. And it's not that we don't know what to do or even how to do it, we're just stuck. And we need that person to come in and just kind of help us get unstuck. And sometimes that can be an encouraging word, sometimes that can be a challenge. I know you better than this. I know you can do this. So why aren't you? To kind of snap you out of it. So those two things, set small goals, find an accountability partner that will help you do that, a coach, a mentor, a parent, a friend, somebody that cares about you, and somebody that will tell you the truth. Man, you do those two things, you're well on your way. So why don't we do this? I want to just challenge you this week. Do just that. Let's do that. Set one small goal this week, one small step that will be obtained by you. And here's the thing, folks, you need to obtain that goal. Why? If you set a big goal and you fail, what's going to happen? You're probably going to reinforce a psychological belief that says, see, I can't do it. I told everybody I could, now I'm an idiot. See, I should have never even set the goal. Why do I even try? So it don't need to be something you can accomplish. Set that goal small so that you can get that first few steps in. And then find an accountability partner, somebody who loves you, encourages you, challenges you, believes in you, and will come alongside you to help you accomplish that goal. Hold you accountable. Here's what I want to do this week. I want to get 10,000 steps, 5 out of 7 days. And will you help me? Will you help me with that? Yeah. How can I help you? Just ask me at the end of the week, see if I did it. Okay. So now you got that. Okay. Maybe they check in with you midweek. Do that. Second thing, I want to say this. This is kind of a reverse challenge. We all have been called to be coaches and mentors to others. See, the Apostle Paul told Timothy in 2 Timothy 2:2, he said to Timothy, Paul said, go find other faithful men and teach them and show them what I've taught and showed you so that they can train and teach other faithful men. So it's a process, guys. Not only do we need to set small goals and be held accountable, we need to find somebody that we can help do that with. So maybe you know somebody right now. They're a little stuck. They're ready to kind of give up. They're not feeling the best about themselves or about their life situations. You have an opportunity now to go there and just say, hey, how can I help you with this? Or have you thought about this? Maybe this would help. Yeah, do you mind if I check in with you, see if that's getting done? Now you're going to be on the other side of that. So I think not only do we all need coaches and mentors, we all need to be coaches and mentors. And so when we know how good it feels to receive it, it even feels better when you give it. So that's my challenge to you. I appreciate you all very much. I hope this helps in some way. If it does, please like and share. Thank you.